Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my online class. I'm Saddam Hussain with you. My dear students, I hope you all watched my last class that was posted in your college group. The class was about some changes of narration. There are discussed some important changes. Those changes were namely tense change, time and expression change, and number and person change. Today I'm going to discuss how to change reporting verb according to sentences. So let's get started. Look, my dear students, I'm writing use of RB according to sentences. So firstly I should write here name of sentence. Then I should write RB. RB. Repeating verb. First one is assertive. Assertive. Repeating verbs of assertive sentence are say, said, tell, and told. Dear students, now I'm going to write an example here, because if I do not write or don't give an example here, you may not understand how I'm changing this repeating verb. So direct, he said to me, I am teaching English now. So you see, this is an example of assertive sentence. So I can say this direct speech is in assertive sentence. When we change this direct speech into indirect, we should change like indirect. He said to me, he told, indirect. He told me that he was teaching English then. My friends, you see, this said becomes told. This said becomes told. You can use both in this pattern, but the other are totally different. But the others are totally different. You see here, to interrogative. Interrogative, ask or asked. There are some repeating verbs too of the sentence. You can use these. These repeating verbs are incurred of. This can be used too, but these two are commonly used repeating verb. So let's see an example here. So he said to me, why Are you going to market? So you see, this is an example of direct speech, and this direct speech is in interrogative sentence. My dear students, look how I changed this direct speech into indirect. He asked me. Note, this set becomes asked because the repeating verb of interrogative sentence is in indirect pattern is asked. So said become asked. He asked me why I was going to market. Now you got my point. Then number 3, imperative sentence. RB of imperative sentence can vary according to modes of the speaker. So let's see some different repeating verbs of imperative sentence. Request, requested, ordered, advised, requested, ordered, advised. Or if you can understand the mode of the speaker, then you had better write told instead of all. Instead of all. So note, I'm writing another example here. Direct. He said to me, please give me a glass of water. Give me a glass of water. My dear students, in indirect form, I have to write he requested, because this imperative sentence begins with please. That's why this said becomes requested. He requested me to give him a glass of water. So my dear students, isn't it nice to understand? So this is a nice way of understanding. Just you concentrate on my lecture, how I'm changing this thing, then you'll feel okay and happy. So 4, optative sentence. Optative. RB of optative: wish, wished, pray, prayed, etc. So I'm writing another example here. Direct. He said to me, may you be happy. So this is an example of optative sentence. This repeated speech is in optative sentence. So let's see how I change the repeating verb. So we separate at the repeating verbs of optative sentence. So indirect speech, I should write indirect. He wished me that I might be happy. So this set becomes wished. This set becomes wished, you see, because the repeating verb of operative sentence is wished. Then the last one, 5 exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence. RB of exclamatory sentence or exclaim with joy, sorrow, surprised, or wondered. Etc. can be repeating verb of a single sentence. So I should write another example here. He said to me, oh, what a nice picture it is. So my dear students, you see, this is an example of exclamatory sentence. Look how I change this speech here. Indirect. He exclaimed with joy that, and you can use some other repeating verbs here like exclaimed with joy. Instead of exclaimed with joy, you can use surprised, wondered, or exclaimed with joy can be used. Exclaimed with joy that it was a nice picture. Exclaimed with joy that it was a nice picture. My dear students, these are the overall changes. Now you see, I have changed all the repeating verbs of 5 sentences. So when you go through a direct speech, you find different sentences in direct speech. So we have to change understanding the sentence. That means at first we should recognize the sentence, then we have to use repeating verb. Otherwise your narration will be incorrect, because the thing I discussed today and in my early classes are important, as these 5 changes are called major changes. If you cannot change or make any mistake in these changes, your narration will be totally incorrect. The script checkers will not give you any mark. So thank you today. Next class will be on practice, how to change narration. So keep waiting for the practice session, but remember these things and try to understand these changes, otherwise you will suffer in the long run. Thank you, sir. No more today.